I'm Joshua Graham with Digit, and we're here at Callendar House Museum, and I'm here with Geoff Bailey, who is the keeper of archaeology and local history.
That's right.
Here at Callendar House. So, can you tell me what that title means? It's probably one of the coolest titles I've heard while I've been doing this.
It does what it says on the tin, in that I look after the archaeology collection here in Falkirk Museums. We monitor all the planning applications. We undertake community archaeology, including giving loads of talks and things like that. So anything to do with archaeology. And the local history means we just come right up to date with the modern material.
And so much of the collection that's here is actually things that have been found locally, correct?
It's all from the Falkirk district, because we are very much a local history museum. And I would say that about 80% of the Roman collection has been discovered in the last 20 years.
Something that was discovered just a little bit older than that is actually what we're standing by. Do you mind telling us a little about it?
Yes, this is a spatha, so it's a Roman sword used by a cavalryman. It's longer than the infantryman's sword, which would be the gladius, from which you get the name gladiator, of course. And the longer reach means that you can reach down from the back of your horse in order to slay your enemy, who are presumably on foot.
Sounds exciting.
It was discovered actually by a schoolboy who was trespassing in a gravel pit. It was commercial gravel extraction, and he came across this and thankfully brought it into the local museum, which was us.
You never know what you're going to find.
Not in this part of the world.
And speaking of, you have some recent finds that you've...
We've got some very, very recent finds. The first one I'm going to show you is a Roman spearhead, which was found, don't know if you can see that, at the Roman fort in Falkirk. Falkirk is of particular interest to me because we didn't actually know where the fort was 20 years ago. And thankfully, when they abandoned the place, they dumped loads of rubbish in the ditch, including some coins, which we found, but also this spearhead, which presumably was in such a bad condition even then that they didn't consider taking it back to Hadrian's Wall with them.
Now, obviously this is rusted. Has it lost a lot of its size from when it was...
It's almost complete in size, and at this end you've got the socket which would have fitted on the wooden haft, and at this end you've lost a wee bit of the tip where you can make out the way that the whole thing narrows and expands out. So these are the cutting edges at the sides here.
This is about the length of my hand, so that's pretty substantial.
It's a hefty weapon. I mean, if that went through the fleshy parts of your body, you'd probably be the last to know it. Yeah. We have something slightly posher than this. I mean, this is very much the functional edge. The other item is a copper alloy griffin. You can make out the wings flared up here at the back, with the legs stretching down to a massive parlor, and the head with the beak here. This is obviously a mythical beast, but this would have come from the crest of a ceremonial helmet, presumably a cavalry helmet like the Crosby-Jarrett helmet. So it's very much a non-functional device. Originally it would have been gilded, it would have been gold in colour, it would have been glistened, and it would have been extremely impressive, sitting right on the crest of the helmet. And
what would it have been like for a Roman soldier on the Antonine Wall?
Well, much as it is today, cold and wet. And you're amongst alien people. They would have strange cooking habits, strange smells, strange language, strange legal system. So you'd be, kind of in amongst your own regiment, you'd know all those people, but outside, you'd feel very foreign, I think, in this part of the world. And you'd also be pretty fed up because you've only just built Hadrian's Wall, you've abandoned it, and then you've been told to build a new one.